What's up, Capricorn? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting December 8th, 2025. Capricorn, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. The deck I am using, of course, will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. Just going to cleanse the energies of the cards from doing Sagittarius's message for the week. And we're about to see what Capricorn has to look forward to. All right, give me all the messages here for Capricorn for this upcoming week. Again, not reading any reversals. Messages for my Capricorns. Okay, let's cut the deck here. Some very large, these cards are large. Okay, enormously large. Anyway, Capricorn, we're going to start off with the first energy for you. We got the major arcana Temperance. All right, so Temperance is all about what? Rebalancing, restoring, peace, energy. Okay. You can see the woman back there. You got the couple here, and they look like they're pissed off at one another. She's the mediator. She's going to calm everything down to make sure everything is right. All right, so that's the major arcana, the Temperance card. It represents relationships, but it also could represent, in terms of how I interpret Mother Nature and just, enjoying some time outdoors, enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. But there's a restoring or a rebalancing of some sort of energy for you guys this week. Up next, now we have the King of Cups, all right? Father of all love, nurturing, caring, supportive. He's surrounded by his children and his pet. This usually represents mature, older males. The king is very intuitive, so he's here to help you with your intuition. Always trust the process of whatever it is that you have to, figure out this week. Always go with the first impression that you get in your gut. It is the correct answer. King of Cups is also in a group of cards where I always say you could already be receiving that type of energy from your family, romantic partners, and your friends, right? And the King of Cups also has the ability to form and bring together new friendships as well as platonic. Oh, I'm sorry. Friendships are platonic. Platonic friendships, Capricorn, and romantic partnerships. All right. Up next now, the Eight of Cups here will represent no drama week for you guys because the back is to all of these dishes that are piled up in the sink. Maybe somebody needs to do the dishes in their own home, or maybe the dishwasher is busted, but you don't want to deal with it, okay? You don't want to deal with it, whether that's involving the dishes or involving some other drama that you just recently had to deal with. And either it's come to some sort of resolve or it hasn't, but this week it doesn't matter because you don't want to deal with it, all right? So this is a no drama week for you, Capricorn. Up next now we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups here represents, love and relationships, but also intuition. It mirrors over here to the King of Cups. And that's all about that intuition. So again, pay attention to your intuition. This particular card here, you can see the female here is putting, I guess she's getting a tattoo. So somebody could be getting a tattoo or thinking about getting a tattoo. Seven of Cups is many options. So making sure that you are selecting the correct option for you moving forward if there are many options that are presented to you this week. And again, the Seven of Cups is in that group of cards along with the King of Cups that you may already be receiving that energy from those that are nearest and dearest. All right, following the Seven of Cups here, we have the major arcana, the Judgment. Judgment here would represent the awakening, okay? What's hidden in the dark comes to the light. Some things, Capricorn, that you may discover about yourself that you didn't know before. Some things that you may discover about others that you didn't know before. That energy all could be positive or negative depending on you and the situation. But I also pick up with this Judgment card, this card also offers spiritual energy and protection, guidance as well. But This one in particular, though, you can see the female. She's looking back at the other female who's guzzling the bottle. All right. And you have a male who's sitting there just, watching. We don't know if she spiked that drink and she's drinking it and she's just, making sure that she's, taking the drink. She has a snake on her arm. So she's someone that's not to be trusted. So, but I also, could pick up that someone could be having an issue with drinking or alcohol. If it's not you, maybe somebody that you know. This is also, too, if you are the type of Capricorn that likes to go out to, little bars and stuff, just make sure that you are watching the bartender mixing your drinks. There's a lot of shady people out here. All right. Oh, and also, too, the judgment card would represent anything that, you didn't have the opportunity or time to, to move forward with in the past. This week may be that opportunity for you to do so. Up next, now we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is your own energy here, Capricorn. So that means the money is looking good, right? Fresh today for sale. She seems like she's working some sort of produce stand. She's getting those coins. This could be the boss in the workplace environment, of course, the creditors. This could be also how others see you in terms of your credibility, accountability, reliability, never selfish, always willing to help out. Okay, you like the finer things in life. So pay raises. The Queen of Pentacles is also to one of my big money cards. If I didn't say it before in any reading that you didn't have these cards in your spread, Queen, King, Nine of Pentacles, as well as the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ten of Pentacles are the big money cards. All right, so this is promotions, pay raises, job offers, contract, anything related to business. All right. Following the Queen of Pentacles, now we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is usually represented, by good news coming in very, very fast. You can see he's running, but we don't know what he's running from. We do see, it looks like a lizard down here at the bottom. We don't know if he's running from the lizard or he's running from some sort of energy that these guys in the background did, but there's a fairy over here, so he's protected. All right, so this could be a person that actually comes to deliver some sort of good news to you, Capricorn, face to face. This page always starts things off. It could be just, the pursuit of a new hobby or a creative pursuit, or it could be, a whole new relationship. All depends on you, right, and what's going on around you. Always an element of surprise as well. Following the Page of Wands, now we have the major arcana, the Hangman. Just neutral energy here. Now, you didn't really get any swords in the spread, but any decisions or actions that you're about to undergo this week, this Hangman always comes through just to be as a reminder, just to think things through before you execute, okay? You don't want to have to, move too fast and then end up regretting, a hasteful decision or an action. And also when I pick up this card and it shows up, you can see the little girl screaming in the background. Well, she's screaming because there's a spider that's hanging. So it could be just somebody who has a fear of spiders that I may see. Okay. All right. So on top of the, and you were close because, Sagittarius had major arcanas on all four corners. You didn't make it, but that's okay. You still have good energy here. All right, so following that, on top of the Judgment card, we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, I don't place too much emphasis on this energy here because, we all go through emotions. But this particular deck, as I say, I see, certain things, different things. She's leaning over a tombstone. You have the dog here in front, so we don't know if this is her husband or if it's some other family member. Now, I usually reserve this energy here for the Six of Cups in terms of going down memory lane and whatnot, but it could be a week that you think about a lost loved one. It could be a pet, okay? And maybe this is the reason why the Five of Cups is here. But if it's not, then it's not something that if it's not something that's directly impacting or affecting you, it could be, I always say if you have children, it could be your child, it could be your romantic partner, it could be a friend, it could be somebody else in the family. All right. But I always pick up that somebody could be thinking about someone a loved one that they lost. Okay. And it could include an animal, dog or cat or whatever. All right, so on top of the Queen of Pentacles here for you, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is that card where it's one of my busy bees. So some of you want to be extremely busy, right, this week, doing the things that you are needing to do, that's necessary to do, what's on your plate, and the things that aren't on your plate. But I pick up in this card here, you can see the clock, you can see she's frantic, right? And she has, the phone is buzzing, and it could be like, oh my gosh, it could be associated with a work assignment that was due or something like that, or she was meant to be somewhere and she got caught up with her work. So it could be that energy that you guys may experience this week, having to deal with deadlines or some other type of energy, okay, where, you're being called upon. It's almost like you forgot to do something that was important, and then the phone rings and that's the reminder, and she's like, oh my God, I forgot completely. So whatever that energy may be attached to you, this is what I'm seeing. All right, so on top of the Page of Wands, we have the Star card. Okay, so you got hopes, wishes, and dreams that may be manifested this week. This is the energy that always would represent stargazing, dream journaling, social media, social networking. Definitely stronger than the energy of the Nine of Cups, which is all about wish fulfillment. So again, whatever, wishes that you are hoping for, wishing for, praying for may manifest for you this week. Okay, you may meet somebody famous. When it comes to your own psychic energy, that may be enhanced or developed. Okay, so we got the major arcana of the Star. Last card I have for you on top of the Hangman. Now we have the Three of Blades. Okay, so we finish off with the Three of Blades, Three of Swords in this case. So it's a lot of energy here. I'm going to throw a clarifier on that Three of Swords, but it does, in short, mirrors over here to this Queen of Pentacles. And I always talk about when the swords show up, when there's pentacles, we could be talking about someone retiring, someone having to but someone having to leave their job for another job. And then the tears come because if you're leaving the job or you're retiring, it could be because you have developed close connections with those people, almost like family. That could be heartbreaking, right? But the Three of Swords in the spread here for you, Capricorn, doesn't necessarily mean that every Capricorn that I'm reading for is going to experience the Three of Swords energy. And then, what one experience in terms of the Three of Swords, the other one can experience something totally different. All right, so typically, it's like grief, separation, heartache. It's the you can see the cat looking out the window at the bird. It could be pet loss. Pet gets away. Family is left grieving. Third party in play when it comes to romance. Couple here. You can see the picture of the couple on the wall, and maybe there's some sort of distance. You're still together as a couple, but maybe there's some sort of distance that separates you. Okay. All right, so let's see. Why did that Three of Swords show up for Capricorn? Give us some more energies here, please. And, three conflicting energies that may go on with family members. It could be romantic partners. It could also be, platonic friends. Just conflict. Not necessarily always indicative of, like a split or a separation. All right, so let's see what we got. Okay, so the Emperor, the major arcana. Okay, what does that mean? All right, so the Emperor here could also, all right, let's take the positive parts of this Emperor and then break it down as the clarifier. All right. Ooh, okay. So this could represent someone having to deal with this could represent an upcoming divorce or someone who is already dealing with a divorce. This would be the judge, could be the lawyer. All right. So I'm thinking that this is someone who is dealing with some sort of legal separation. Now, the legal separation may not be a marital situation. It may be a separation of, it could be a separation of kids or a fight for some sort of custody. Okay. Could be a custody battle that's going on. All right. So this is what I'm going to say, that there could be someone who's already, or someone who has already dealt with it, or is someone who could be dealing with it. I say either marital situation or it could be a custody issue. However, keep in mind that because this is still a major arcana, is very, very powerful. If there was any kind of Three of Swords energy related to those messages specifically that I just said, you're a winner here. You come out on top. So keep that in mind. And look, yeah, I see the family unit, the family picture up on the wall, the little kid and the two parents. So it could be, okay, a battle for custody. Anyway, the only way I know is when you guys throw in the comments and let me know about the messages. Anyway, your shadow, Capricorn, is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is all about celebration, right? It's completely opposite of the Three of Swords. Celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, happiness, good times together with family members, friends, romantic partners, could be co-workers after work for a happy hour. All right, so there's a reason to be happy and joyous this week. All right, so Capricorn, this is what I have for you this week. Just keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a safe, great week ahead, and always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.